I would like people to know that I was a good oncologist and I treated people very compassionately, and I was available.
They say when you have troubles and challenges, you have to learn to downplay your troubles and challenges and extend your compassion and kindness and love to others.
I first met Rafat when a friend of mine, a Holy Cross priest, Father Bill Lors, was suffering from cancer, from which he eventually died, but Rafat was his physician. And Bill loved Rafat. He just worshipped him and so appreciated the care. So I met Rafat first at Bill's bedside as he was caring for him so ably.
I often thought of Zoreen sometimes as being an unofficial quality assurance officer for us, because if she got word from someone that we were not meeting a need, she would be quick to be in touch with us to see if there was something we could do.
For 40 years in South Bend, the lives of Rafat and Zoreen Ansari parallel the growth and trajectory of Center for Hospice Care.
The impact that they've had on our community has been exponential. The small things that they do turn into great things for our local community, for individuals within our community, and globally.
They are the people that you hope you never have to go to. But you know that if anybody, especially is to any loved one or close friend is to suffer from cancer or any other health care issues, this is the go-to family. In Rafat, I see somebody who is the quintessential healer. Not only is he incredibly good at who he is as an oncologist, but this is a person who eats and breathes his work. I think with Zoreen, and you don't see this at first blush, but there's an intensity of purpose.
It's wonderful to have such generous people and such talented people, such great professionals in this community. But even more, to have people who've come from a different country, worked in this country, succeeded through hard work and their ability in this country, and give back and bring to us their religious tradition and their cultural tradition and enrich our community with it.
Whether guiding a cancer patient through treatment, unlocking autism silence, or promoting religious understanding, the Ansari's helping hands touch many here and beyond.
I think they have been most impactful in the Sonia Ansari Institute for Autism, for the Ansari Institute for Global Engagement with Religion, and their support of all of the other local community charities, good works that are being done. They have always been long-standing supporters of hospice. And I know that Rafat has firsthand seen the great work that hospice does.
It's important to have individuals like Rafat and Zoreen Ansari connected with the Logan Center and its autism mission, not only because they have helped us in the fundraising area, but probably more importantly, or at least as equally important, in the awareness of the potential that individuals with autism can reach when they're given the right set of tools and the right treatment approaches. And they wanted to provide the same kind of assistance to other families based on what they had learned and how helpful certain treatment approaches have been to their daughter Sonia.
In some ways, the very name of the Ansari Institute is an example of what we want to realize, right? Of people of different faith traditions working together to serve humanity. And that's why we're so proud to have the Ansari's name on this institute.
The role of Notre Dame may never be more important than it is today, because on the one extreme, it seems that there's an indifference toward religion, if not a disdain for religion. But on the other extreme, there's more violence and destruction being caused in the name of religion, around the themes of fundamentalism and dogmatism, etc. And Rafat and Zoreen understood that.
What we wanted to do was find the commonality, how to bring people together based on religion and the religion teachings, and how we could teach love to each other rather than finding problems.
What they wanted to do was to work on kind of dispelling myths around religion and certain religions too, to kind of work on, to have a center that can promote, cooperation and promote understanding of various religions and each other.
I was fortunate enough to practice my entire professional career with the hospice being with me as a part of the service line. I really can't imagine that you can practice in any town where hospice doesn't exist. Because as you can imagine that as an oncologist, sure we do cure patients, improve their life, but we end up needing hospice a lot of the times.
It was a true honor to be able to work closely with Rafat and to see the impact that he had on individual patients and their families every day. People are going through the most difficult times in their lives, and to have steady support, someone who will guide their treatment, explain to them what's happening, that can't be duplicated, and that brings such comfort to patients and families. I love our theme 40 for 40 this year because Rafat started his practice here in our community 40 years ago, and it is the same year that hospice was founded here.
There's a piece of Islamic wisdom that says people who do not give thanks to the people really do not give thanks to the Creator. So we wanted to give back to the community who have done so much for us.
One of the things that was most troubling for Zoreen when I was the Autism Center director was when she would call on behalf of a family and I would have to tell her that we had a waiting list. Waiting list, that's a phrase that Zoreen was not comfortable with, and she often would say things like, you may not be able to do everything that this family needs, but we can do something. So please meet with this family and see what we can do.
For so long, we didn't actually realize how much they give to the community. We'd be in the mall or we'd be at soccer or hockey games, and people would walk up to us and say thank you. They always knew that they wanted to sort of bring a community along with them and sort of help out. And they do a lot of work in Pakistan as well, but they wanted to actually see it impact people right in front of them.
He is the most compassionate doctor, human being, most caring guy I have ever met. For Zoreen, she is passionate and she is very determined in what she would like in order to make a difference in other people's life.
They're just generous people, great physicians, both of them, and great community members.
We could not be more fortunate to have Zoreen and Rafat in our community, and their commitment to improve our community's lives and lives across the globe.
As a former recipient of the Helping Hands Award, I'm really glad to see that they're upping the caliber of the award recipient. This is Rafat and Zoreen are as good as they get.